Namaste everyone, welcome back to my channel called zuzanareacts, where I learn all things Bharat with your help, and I just share my Slovak Central European point of view. And today I'm going to review 14 wacky things about India, and let's see what things I have actually personally experienced and which I haven't. Let's get into it.
India is a country unlike anywhere else I've ever been. It's diverse yet spiritual, peaceful yet chaotic.
I have no idea what's happening right now, but in the mornings, it's the best time of the day to explore.
You have 1.4 billion people that come in all shapes, colors, and sizes.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaking 720 dialects and practicing a half dozen major religions. For every church I see, there's 2 mosques and 3 Hindu temples. India is the land of surprises, and there's never a dull moment, even if it's overwhelming. After spending almost 4 months traveling across the Indian subcontinent, I've noticed many things that are only found here. So allow me to introduce you to 14 wacky things about Indian culture. 1. Cricket is life. One of the best things about India is you can find cricket anywhere. We just pulled over in a random park, actually at the cemetery, and we found all these kids playing cricket, and they're teaching me how to play right now. 2. Mustache men. A large majority of Indian men have a mustache. For generations, they've been a symbol of manliness and power. So it's no surprise that an Indian man has the world's longest mustache at 18 feet. 3. Hindu tradition.
Whoa, is that... I don't know. I haven't been paying attention when I've been. I didn't notice that the people had that many mustaches, at least in the areas I've been to. I personally do prepare a clean cut, but wow, is that really true? That's very interesting.
Over 1.1 billion Indians classify as Hindus, so you will see women wearing henna on their hands and bindis on their foreheads. The men wear long skirts called veshtis. I love everything about it. 4. Eating with hands.
Okay, so can I ask about henna? Because I don't think I've seen that many, like when I've been to India, people like really being painted and henna. Is it like maybe part of a different states that they have different kind of cultures in the sense of, and here I'm really particularly thinking about like henna and why henna would be dominant. So I'm just quite curious. Please do let me know.
Across India, people prefer eating with their hands over utensils. It's one of my favorite things about Indian culture because it allows you to connect with the food on your plate. 5. Head wobbling. When you are speaking with an Indian in a conversation, they will wobble their head in many directions. It can mean yes, no, maybe, or just a nod of acknowledgement. 6. Bromance. It's not unusual.
I haven't noticed that one, that people were nodding their heads as they were speaking to me. Interesting insight. Let me know what you guys think about that one.
Usual for male friends to hold hands or hug each other in public. Westerners might see this as being homosexual, but it's certainly not viewed the same in Indian culture. 7. Thumbs up.
Interesting. You know, I've introduced you to the love of 3. I always feel like there were 3 men, like groups of 3 men always gathering wherever I went. So, and it was always like men being outside in the evening. So very interesting. Yeah, I guess here it would be considered that you know you just prefer different sex, and there's nothing wrong with that. But interesting to know that it's so does that mean that Indian culture is like very touchy feeling? Because I feel like if a woman in the Indian culture did that with men in public, that would be not acceptable, which I find crazy considering, you know, that it's acceptable for men, but it's not acceptable to show like maybe affection or just being playful. So for example, I'm a person that I like to be just very silly. So yeah, interesting. Let me know.
Sorry, Coca-Cola, you're not number 1 in India. Out here, it's all about thumbs up.
No.
Okay, my first time trying thumbs up. Tastes exactly like Coke. Not exactly, a little bit different, a little stronger flavor than Coke. 8. Cows blocking road.
Oh, now I feel like I've missed out. I haven't noticed thumbs up when I was in India. No one even pointed me to the direction, not any of you. I should have tried that. I'm very curious. Like, is that a thing? Is that really a thing? I mean, he said that he traveled for 4 months, so I guess he gathered some data, but I would love to know from you, like, what that is about.
In India, cows are sacred and worshipped. As a result, the country has 283 million cows, with 7 million being homeless. Stray cows are often seen all over the roads and blocking traffic. 9. Jeera. After you finish any meal, they usually give you these small herbal seeds called jeera, which is made from cumin. You simply eat a small handful, and they put a great taste in your mouth.
Oh my God. I know, I get it. Like, I was getting that, but to me, it's exceptionally bad. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll just be as blunt. There are things that I really hate, and cumin is number one. So now that makes sense why I thought it was horrendous. You know, like, I really don't like cumin, dill, parsley. I can't stand it. I literally can't stand it. So that makes sense why I thought it was horrendous.
So good.
10. Weddings. Fact: nobody celebrates weddings as over the top as Indians, and it's kind of amazing. Many marriages here are arranged.
My name is Vincent. I am marriage broker for 8 years.
Marriage
And the divorce
broker.
rate is very low. 11. 90%.
Okay, we just like, what? You guys have marriage brokers? Like, wow. Wait, what? Please do let me know. I'm a marriage broker. Wow. Please do let me know where this is coming from. This is very interesting. And yeah, you know, he said like I would have always wanted to go to an Indian wedding just to see the experience. I would love to do that. But I didn't realize that they're just so over the top. I mean, I think that they lost number of days, but it would be, why is that? Why is everything over the top when it comes to wedding? Do let me know. It would be interesting insight.
Men. For some reason, I've noticed that the vast majority of people on the streets are men. So I'm always wondering, where are all the women at?
My girlfriends!
12. Chalk drawings.
Okay, yes, please, thank you. Haven't I just mentioned that? Like, I always saw men, and especially congregated in groups of 3. I don't know what it is about that, but yeah. I'm happy. I've some of the insights I've made myself.
So these white markings in front of almost every house, this signifies, accepting goddess Lakshmi, which signifies prosperity, into their house. So it is very disrespectful to step on them.
13. Charcoal ironing.
Here in India, some of their irons, they run on charcoal, not power. How long does it burn for? 3 hours.
14. Saying W for V. Indians have a hard time saying the V sound, so they usually turn V's into W's.
Kids are made to do. But I had to do that 100 times when I was a kid. It's like, my name is Treasury Wala, and for years people have been saying Treasury Wala, so I cut off the Wala, and I'm like, hey, I'm Treasury.
So there you have it, 14 wacky things about Indian culture. If you see or hear any of the things mentioned above, then you can be sure you're traveling in the one and only country called India.
Now that was fun to watch. It was interesting. You know what, with W and V, it's interesting that you have the challenge, because I think that we have an opposite challenge because Slovakia doesn't have W, so we only do V. So when you're speaking English, and when I was like in my early years in the UK, they were like, you almost, I don't know why I would even say where, I don't know. It plays this kind of crazy mind trick. So you're pronouncing things really opposite. Maybe you say wary instead of very. But it's crazy that you have something similar. It's very, very interesting. So I would honestly love to know what you guys thought about those insights, correct, incorrect. I would love if you could answer all my questions. I thought it was such a cool and fun video. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching this with me. If you did enjoy, please give a thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you next one. Until then, please do take care. I am sending lots of love. Bye-bye.